Well, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to Green Acres in Illinois. It's Thursday afternoon and as you can see the weather is still glorious and it's getting better. I'm going to introduce the man who's made this all very possible, and this is my very good friend. This is Dan Ihrke. I'd like you to meet Dan, and well, I'm going to let him brief you on Green Acres and what we're going to show you. Dan?
Well, as Keith, I'm sure, has told everybody, we have a 1,000-acre hunting preserve that we've developed over the last 18 years. And we've got one of the most popular dog training operations out here that we've developed as well. It's caused us to become very busy with that. And we knew that we had to bring an expert in running our wing shooting operations. And just by crazy coincidence, we gained contact through Facebook and started this whole relationship. He came over to visit us last year. It's been fantastic since then. And we met an individual, I can't believe it, that's as passionate as I am about the sporting industry. So we're going to take you to several different venues that we've got prepared, some of which we're still working on a little bit, which we'll show you and hopefully give you a little insight into all the wonderful things that we're going to be doing here in a short period of time. So when we see you next time, we'll be showing you another great venue at Green Acres.
We'll see you then. Moving on, this is the compact sporting area. The Americans refer to it as 5-stand. Already this morning and yesterday we've made some alterations. You can see that there's a new bed going in, and we've changed the cages. And apart from compact sporting, we are now going to run some super sporting here. This is a really great spot. I've got a small pond in front of me. We can see out obviously across part of the what I call the prairie grass. In the distance you can see obviously the line of conifers and trees, and beyond that obviously the estate goes on. It's a big hunting area where of course they train the dogs and they walk up with the dogs, but it's just fabulous. I mean, it's as a compact area you couldn't have better. You'll see in the background we've got the small tower, and that feeds both what is the sporting course, which goes up beyond those trees, and we'll have a look at that later on. And it's very versatile, but as you can see, look, it's just glorious, perfect for shooting, great backdrop. Plans are to upgrade obviously the cages and spruce the area up, and also this will be adjacent to where the shooting school area is going to go. So can't think of a better place to shoot. So we're going to finish there, we're going to move on, and you're going to see more. There's more yet to come. Thanks. Hopefully you might be able to hear me over the buggy, but we're driving up the western side of the sporting course at the moment, and we're heading up towards where the brand new tower, 50-foot tower, has gone in, which you'll see in a moment. But as you can see, it's just lovely woodland, countryside, and we've got several sporting cages in this area. This will be closed for the winter period, as obviously the hunting season gets underway and some of the ground gets given over. And as you can see, here comes the tower.
Okay, here we are at our 50-foot tower. Last time when Keith was down, we did, as you probably have seen, the Downton Day, which is simulated game shooting. And I realized that we needed a high tower for realistic high tower pheasant shooting. So without really saying anything to Keith, I organized this surprise. I was able to secure the components of this tower, and we put it up very fast. And in a few minutes, we're going to go over and actually show you the wonderful machine that's going to be put on top of this tower. But here it is in all its glory, and we're going to be able to feed 4 different areas that all have different backdrops, different environments, shooting environments with this. And we will literally be able to fire a target every half second. So the sky will literally be lit up with birds in all different directions. You'll see that machine that's going to produce that in just a minute.
Well, obviously, I was told this is my early Christmas present. And I've never had a 50-foot tower for Christmas, but it's very nice and I really like it. As Dan said, it's brilliant, great positioning. If you're looking at the film at the moment, obviously over, which is relative to you, the right-hand side, is part of the sporting course, but also not only will it feed the sporting course, we're going to have, this will be one of the most central drives for the simulated game. We planned to have 3 different locations as drives off of the tower, so it's just brilliant positioning. We've got this, as I say, you'll see this amazing machine. We're going to have 3 traps up there at the moment. Obviously, plan is to have a batu, obviously on a ball trap, or what is called a wobble trap here. So it's got the 2, it's got elevation and obviously side to side, and we've got a MIDI and a standard going up there. The great thing is, with the control box for this machine, which was just seen, we can actually get another trap up there as well. So eventually we could have 4 operating off there and all oscillating and throwing at different speeds. So yeah, it's really good. Obviously the one good thing is the next stage is to put a zip wire in there for a death slide, and then obviously I think I'll acquire a parachute and do a bit of training as well. It's that good, but yeah, brilliant, and it's in the perfect place for the ground. So now you've seen the tower, now you need to see the machine, which we'll show you, and it's top secret. Don't let anybody else know. Right, we'll see you in a while. Here we are now down on the duck lake. As you can see, obviously it's a beautiful sunset. We can't obviously show you with the camera, but I've got the shades on. The sun is just going down over the horizon. There's a real nice bite to the air. Obviously you can see already behind us that there are ducks in the air, and it's just the very best duck lake I've ever seen. While we're talking, we're both of us looking around.
God, Keith, I need a shooting instructor. I can't hit any of these birds.
If they're not 4 feet off the ground, these old boys struggle. Okay, so we're standing. I'm going, oh, look at that. That's a lovely height. That's a lovely height. It's just, do you shoot them that high? I said, of course you do. If not, you're clubbing them to death. And already you can see there are ducks around here. It's just brilliant. Dan's the team here. It's not just about the shooting, remember, it's about the conservation of the area. I'm going to hand you over to Dan, because really ducks is his speciality, and he's going to tell you just how good and what great shooting this is going to provide.
I don't know if you can pan over here real quick, Chaz. Up there, there's a group of birds. You can see that these birds here at our facility fly like wild birds. And for the wing shooting enthusiast, we can provide an atmosphere, I think, that is second to none. Literally second to none. I don't think you can get any better opportunities in wing shooting anywhere in the world. And the reason is we've spent the last 18 years developing this system we call the flyway, where these birds are actually living free range and they're managed. There's a meticulous amount of management that goes into making sure that we hold birds all the time, and that they literally fly the pattern that we want them to fly. And this never gets old, and I can't wait to share this with wing shooters from everywhere. It's one of my favorite parts of the facility.
I think, in all fairness, that we've said before, for those of you that have shot on English estates, the duck flight is always really maybe the high point of the drives of the day. And I think I've only ever seen one, Ripley Castle, that potentially was as good a flight as this. And it's difficult because obviously, here we are, you just can't help it. These ducks are flying, and it's as good as anything the French have got. It's as good as anything you can find in the UK, and well, as you can see, we'll more likely get a good shot of the ducks in flight and feeding time. I'm going to hand you back to Dan. He'll give you just that little bit more, but trust me folks, it's an amazing place to be.
So literally what we've got is a 3/4 mile long system of ponds and channels with a lot of different looks, a lot of different shooting environments. And here we have a very ducky, quote-unquote, atmosphere, swampy, willows, bermed up areas, dikes and channels. And on the other side of our facility, we've got a more open prairie land look. These ducks live free range, but as you can see, As you can see, there are a lot of shooting opportunities out here. So we'll cut off and maybe just plain and simply show you some duck flights.
Of course, yeah. Well folks, as you can hear, the sky is full of ducks flying at great heights. Look, okay, but look at the height on these. That's just superb. That's a sky full of ducks. I do believe they know they're on film. There seems to be quite a decent flying display being put on here at the moment. And there's three of them. Look, there go the red arrows. Jolly good.
And one great thing that I can't wait to experience is the British methodology of shooting these birds. Up till now, we've done the traditional blinds and water's edge, a guide with a dog, decoys, duck calls. And this year we're going to try doing the more open and airy British type of shooting, where you're just standing out in an allocated area waiting for the birds to fly over. It is really awe-inspiring.
As I say, I'm sure they know we're here, because that really is a true aerial display. And it goes on. Look, it just goes on and on. Amazing. And they are at different heights. Brilliant, just brilliant.
Chaz, try this angle. Yeah, try back there. You might get a little. I don't know what that lighting is going to be like. But to show up a little darker, it almost looks like. Show me birds plantation.
Amazing. As I said, they're up there, they're still flying. So, ladies and gentlemen, get those plane tickets organised. Chicago O'Hare is the airport, Roberts, Illinois is the place. The only venue where you can come and shoot true flighted duck, driven pheasant, British style, upland hunting over dogs on some of the best ground you'll ever see, simulated game, great sporting clays, great dog training, and of course superb shooting instruction. Green Acres, it's the place to be.